Beating the Stars 3 straight times, not going to be easy, but not impossible. It all begins tonight in Winnipeg, and that's where we head right now to bring in John Luke. John, Scheifele and Connor combined for just 4 points in the series so far. This after coming together for 18 last round. How do the Jets get these two going?
Gino, that's the million-dollar question. And I'd say that the urgency of the moment, the desperation, the fact of facing elimination, and perhaps with a little bit of the rub of the green, the magic left over from Game 7 in the previous round here at Canada Life Centre. Maybe that will light a fire under two of the Jets' best forwards. But the fact of the matter is that the Jets' top line, when you include Gabriel Vilardi in that trio, they have been vastly outplayed by their counterparts on the Dallas Stars. The Jets' top line have only combined for 7 points in this entire series, and so it's incumbent on them as their best players to lead the charge. But having said that, secondary scoring has been lacking with this team as well. If you take a look down the line there, the second line, Nikolai Ehlers has 3 goals, but Vlad Nemesnikov and Cole Perfetti have 0. The identity line of Adam Lowry, Nino Niederreiter, and Mason Appleton, they have 3 goals combined. Fourth line, 0 goals. Defense, 0 goals. And so the Jets are just not getting production throughout the lineup. Yes, it starts with that top line of Connor, Scheifele, and Vilardi, which was one of the most productive during the regular season amongst all trios in the NHL. But certainly secondary scoring has to be there, and the Jets have not been getting it at any point throughout this series. And so it's like, well, they're just going to absolutely have to dig deep and play for their lives tonight, Gino.
Yeah, look, in stark contrast to the Jets, the star players are stars right now. And at this point, it's a trio of Finns who are going wild. Rantanen, Hintz, and Granlund have scored more than half of Dallas's goals in these playoffs. How can the Jets slow this trio down now that they're back on home ice in Winnipeg and they get last change there?
Yeah, exactly. Well, last change, Gino. And the thing is that it isn't just the identity line, Adam Lowry's line, that is tasked with trying to stop the Rantanen line, although it's like they've been in a very effective shutdown line all season. But that Rantanen line is simply winning all their matchups, whether it's on home ice or here at Canada Life Centre. And so basically it's like all 4 lines on the Jets are going to have to be aware that at any point, if Mikko Rantanen or that line gets a little bit of a mismatch against them, if it isn't just the identity line, they're going to have to be on the tops of their games, making sure their heads are on the swivel against that Finnish line. The thing, too, is that Pete DeBoer confirmed this afternoon that he is once again going with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen, meaning that he'll be able to very easily double shift Mikko Rantanen on that 4th line, which he did to great success in Game 1 against the Jets. And so, yeah, by committee, they're going to have to help out the identity line and shutting down that Finnish line because they're absolutely killing them. But again, you know what, Gino, we talked about scoring by committee in our opening point, but the other point that I wanted to add is that the special teams battle, the Jets are absolutely losing that as well, and that the components of that Finnish line, and you add Miro Heiskanen to the mix, they are absolutely killing the Jets as well. The Jets are not helping themselves on the power play. 1 for 16 in the series so far, 0 for 11 in their 3 losses to Dallas, and their penalty kill is only operating at a 63.6% efficiency rate. So across the board, 5-on-5 and on special teams, the Jets are absolutely going to have to up their game at least 1 more time, 3 more times if they have any chance to try to even up the series in advance.
All right, to the elephant in the room now. Jake Ottinger, Connor Hellebuyck's backup for Team USA at the Four Nations, stole Game 4. Does this team still believe that Hellebuyck is capable of returning to the Vezina favorite form that we saw the entire regular season this year?
Yeah, well, absolutely they do, Gino, whether it's Scott or Neil or whether it's all the players. But the thing is that when you talk about Connor Hellebuyck's success, you have to refer to the Jets' structure, their defensive system, which was so sound during the regular season, winning the Jennings Trophy for a 2nd straight year. Big part of Connor Hellebuyck's success was the airtight structure that the Jets were playing. They've fallen out of that structure at various points in the playoffs, especially in the first round. St. Louis, they were stacking forwards in the home plate area on top of Connor Hellebuyck, getting a lot of screens, a lot of tip goals. And so it hasn't been quite the same formula in this round against Dallas, but the fact of the matter is Hellebuyck's teammates are going to have to help him out. Hellebuyck is going to have to buckle down and really come up with a Vezina-worthy effort tonight, because the thing is, you go back to the last game where the Jets really took it to the Stars. They Scott Arniel juggled all four lines. The Jets they controlled the shot attempts 72-45 over the Stars. So that just tells you what kind of a game Jake Ottinger put together in absolutely stoning the Winnipeg Jets. But the fact of the matter is, 8.5 minutes into the game, Connor Hellebuyck allows a goal that should not have gone in. So he absolutely cannot allow that to happen. The Jets really cannot afford to give up the first goal, especially an early one, first shot on goal, or a soft one by Connor Hellebuyck. He's absolutely going to have to outplay his Four Nations teammate, Jake Ottinger, for the Jets to have the faintest hope to win this game, Gino. So that's going to be the primary and most fascinating matchup to watch tonight between the Pipes.
That's going to be a tough task. In his last 9 playoff games, Hellebuyck has allowed less than 3 goals, only once. John Liu in Winnipeg.